might be popular in the coming weeks. Iced coffee.
Oh my goodness, can you believe how warm we're going to get, Ryan?
It's gonna warm up.
Much warmer than normal, right?
Yeah, you know, today, guys, was perfect. We are in the 70s. It was very low humidity. But yeah, next week, guys, it's climbing into the 80s. Several days, consecutive days of just very spring-like air setting up and locking into the area. So we'll talk about that. But first, it's February. Let's enjoy it. And the weather was perfect this weekend, at least today kicking off the weekend. And last month was a little on the cold side. Take a look at some of the numbers. January 2025, the average temperature was 48.5. That's a little bit below average. So we had several cold snaps, several Arctic cold fronts move through, and that helped average out our temperatures. The morning lows and the daytime highs around 48.5 degrees. Rainfall, 1.14 inches. That's actually drier than average. The typical January typically produces about 1.96. Okay, our forecast between now and pretty much next weekend. This is what it is in store. I mean, above average warmth, and not just for us, right? From New Mexico to Texas, all the way to Florida and the eastern seaboard, a very large ridge of high pressure that'll basically shut down rain chances and bring in the spring-like heat. More on that in a second. There's Calaveras Lake. Temperature right around 60 degrees at this hour. Southeast winds at 9. And here's a look at temperatures across the board. So notice a huge temperature shift between San Antonio and the Hill Country. Already in the 40s at this hour for parts of Kendall County, Kerr County, Kerrville at 47. Here's the overnight forecast. We'll be right around the middle to lower 40s overnight, maybe the upper 30s in some spots across the Hill Country. So a chilly morning for early Sunday. But look at the warm-up, 66 at 11, and then daytime highs maxing out right around 81. Keep in mind, the average high right now in early February is 65 degrees. And the fact that we're forecasting 80 to 81, that is a huge warm-up, especially this time of year. Radar's quiet anywhere from, let's say, northern California to parts of Utah's where they're seeing some pretty good rain and even some higher elevation snow. But for us, between now and this weekend and next weekend as well, high pressure is going to really be the largest weather player in our forecast going forward. So as a matter of fact, high pressure, remember that sinking air, and what that does, it compresses the air, and that helps temperatures really climb into the upper 70s and lower 80s this time of year. Now, we will watch for a very weak area of low pressure Tuesday and Wednesday in the western Gulf. Don't think it's going to do much for us. It will increase our cloud cover, produce a little bit of morning fog, morning drizzle Tuesday early and early Wednesday morning. Mostly just coastal showers for us. And then the real question is, when is winter returning? Because between now and next weekend, highs in the 70s and 80s. Next cold front next Sunday around February 9th, February 10th. It'll drop highs from the 80s down into the 50s. And then likely overnight lows back down into the 30s and 40s. So it's on the way just between now and next weekend. I mean, look at this, several days at 81 or 82. This is very spring-like air. Small chance again, Tuesday, Wednesday at some morning drizzle, morning fog, but nothing measurable in the forecast regarding rain chances. Take a look at this. Saturday into Sunday, a brief cool down, but the colder air does move in by Sunday night, February 9th and February 10th. We'll go from the 80s down into the 70s and then down into the 50s by that Monday and Tuesday with isolated rain chances by the middle of February.